David with Pilot Woodworks. I have my young son here holding the camera for me, which is great because it makes it a lot easier. I'm going to show you how the sharpening system works. Come on over here closer. So here's my drill press. I've got, like I said in the on the website, I have just a small drill press. So in order to make this work, I have to kind of move my table out of the way and take the system. Plug it in. Then I slide the table back under it just for support. Just takes a second. And tighten down the chuck. They call this the plenum. And then over here on my sharpening disc holder, I take out my first sharpening disc, and then I wrote the grit of the sandpaper on the back of each disc so I can remember. Start with an 80 grit. And the way this works is there's two holes, basically a keyhole so that it doesn't spin. Come on over here closer and get a good shot of this. And you've got the shaft that turns, and then there's your key shaft. So it's just a matter of lining up that key and popping it in place. Then the tool rest comes down. And then, let me just sneak over here for a second. Take your tool that you want to sharpen and your tool holder. And this has to sit, so you want the nuts on top. So you're going to sharpen it this way, if you can see that. So it has to go in this way. Okay, and you just kind of tighten it down a little bit to kind of hold the tool, not too tight so you can still move it. And then use the gauge, chisels. If you can see the gauge over here, I don't know if you can get a good shot of that, Zachary. But if you can see the gauge, you want the sharpened chisel at 20 degrees. So I'm just sliding the chisel in until it reaches that 20-degree mark, like that. And what that does is gives a set distance between the edge of the tool holder and the end of the chisel. And what that set distance does is it rides, as a tool holder rides against the tool guide bar, when you bend it over like so, it sets the angle at 20 degrees. So to start sharpening, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do the back first, just to make it flat. And I'm not going to use the guide for that. I'm just going to kind of hold it and freehand it just to get a nice smooth back. And then I'll sharpen it. And you'll see it only takes a few seconds with each grit. It's a little bit loud, but we'll go ahead and start her up. Guide up against there, and on this side of the disc, so that the paper is going away from the tool, I'm just using 2 fingers and applying a little bit of pressure. Move it back and forth a little. And I check for evenness. If it's a little uneven, I need a little more pressure on the right side. That looks pretty good. There's a tiny little burr on the back side, so I'm just going to hit it one more time. Real quick, it's all it takes. Drill press goes off. That's already pretty sharp, and that's just 80 grit paper. I've got several grits to go through. So I'll just put the tool holder down on the tool, flip the tool rest up, with the guide bar rather. I go to my next grit. I happen to have 150. You could go to like 120, but this is what I was able to find conveniently. Comes down, do the same thing. It only takes a few seconds. Pretty even, tiny burr in the back, a little bit of that. That's all it takes. It's already razor sharp. I'll go through one more grit, and then I'll just show you how sharp the chisel is without even going through all of them. I'll go to the next grit, which is 220. I generally go up to my highest grit is 600. You can go a lot higher than that. I have 2 extra discs there. You can go all the way to, you know, 1500, even 2000 if you want to get crazy. Remember to apply equal pressure. My belt's a little loose, so I'm just going to tighten it up with the handle down here. Tighten it a little bit. It was spinning inside on the pulleys. Tighten it a little bit. Applying even pressure. Doesn't take a lot of pressure. Check. Looks pretty even. Touch up the back. See what the edge feels like. Feels pretty good. I'm going to go one more time. A little more on the back. All right. As I said, that's just going to 220 grit. Pretty sharp chisel. Hold on right there. Grab a piece of paper. See if you can see this. Let's give it a demonstration. I'd say that'll do the trick. All right, thanks for watching, guys.